You are listening to the Yeah, I Said It podcast with Humvee, Ilran, and DJ the DJ.
I remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I said it.
Rodney King should have got a head beat for driving drugs and being thrown in a Hyundai.
Yeah, I said it.
OJ did it.
Yeah, I said it.
And Rick Rosa Parks ain't do nothing but sit up like every time.
Yeah, I said it. And another thing.
Have something you want to say? Drop us a line at 601-641-9474.
Yeah. What's going on? It's your main man, Humvee.
Ilran is back.
J.A. to the Y Young.
J Young, if you're slow. It is the Yeah, I Said It podcast.
Hey, man, this black cop's looking mighty light tonight, man. We short, you know.
Yeah.
One big part of the show, man.
Yeah.
Episode number 121.
Mm-hmm.
On them boys.
And girls. Shout out to DJ the DJ.
Big shout out to DJ the DJ.
Yeah, man.
You heard that crackling, huh?
Yeah, I heard a little something, man,
Okay.
but you know.
It's all good. It's the Yeah, I Said It podcast, 601-641-9474, 601-641-9474.
Nope.
Cause that was show.
Yeah, he was ready to stop me on that one, man.
Nah, you can't say 4.
Hey, Il, you got to take over the helm and spitting the email address out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
If you have anything you want to send us, our email for the Yeah I Said It podcast is Yeah I Said It pod. That's YEAHISAIDITPOD at gmail.com.
Good mail.
Do you have any questions for me, my cohorts, or constituents?
That's
Right.
That's a little flat, Jay.
Yeah.
I'm dead tired right now.
What the hell going on, Jay? What
tired.
happened? Why?
Been driving all day, then I got back in town,
Yeah.
and like an idiot, rather than going and lay down, I go shopping and then I go to the gym.
Okay, so what'd you shop for?
You know you're getting old when you get tired from driving.
What? Hey, man, I get tired from driving, bro.
Man, when I was a kid and somebody would just say, I don't feel like going somewhere, and it's like, all you doing is driving there. I was like, man, what do you mean? All you doing is sitting in the car. All you doing is sitting at the house. So what you mean? You're not doing nothing but going to the car and sitting?
Driving is a task.
It is, man.
Right, definitely.
It is.
Man.
It turned into a task.
Yeah.
It take about 20 years before you start getting tired of just driving, but
Now, if you got a new car, you wouldn't mind driving that.
Yeah. When you got that new whip, boy, you can't wait to get in that bug.
Everything, everywhere.
I gotta go to the store. You need something for the store?
Right.
I go get it.
Any reason to get in your new car. Any reason.
Yeah.
But now,
Niggas be like, man,
I think it depends on the gas mileage a little bit.
that too, now. Because, shit, nigga, I haven't hit F in a long time.
Damn, for real?
Me neither. I'm gonna fill up tomorrow though.
Yeah.
But man, like I was on E.
Yeah.
And this is what I do. It's not a good practice for most people, but for me, I don't mind at all.
Okay, go.
Like when I'm downtown, I try to get gas somewhere close to the house
Makes sense.
so I can pick the spot. If I don't have time, if I'm downtown and I get off and I gotta make it home,
Right.
but I don't have any gas and I know I gotta stop downtown,
Mm-hmm.
I put just enough in there to get home.
Oh, you play yourself getting gas downtown.
Man, do you?
Jeez.
They gouge downtown. I don't know why.
Goodness, man.
Because there's not a lot of gas stations in the area.
No, it is, but they high.
Yeah, you can find
Yeah, you can
3 or
find,
4 of them.
Yeah, you can find them. But they like what?
I know about 2.
But they be about
off the top of my
25,
head.
30 cents higher than everybody else.
Right. Definitely, man.
That sounds about right.
What they don't have downtown? Grocery stores.
They got one.
What, Randall's?
I don't know what it is. Nah, not that Randall's.
It's
It's,
CVS.
it's,
See, that Randall's, that's the only one everybody knows.
CVS?
it's one right in the middle of downtown. Ain't got no parking lot though.
Oh,
What? What grocery store you talking about?
I don't know what it's called, man, but it's a grocery store.
I
That bitch by Discovery Green. It's over there, dog.
okay. Well, I believe you.
Yeah, we believe it.
I ain't going in there.
Right. I probably wouldn't. It's like a Whole Foods or something.
Something like that.
Hey,
They not finna get me.
That would make sense with the demographics, but
But they've added a lot of new apartments downtown too.
yeah.
I love Whole Foods myself. I live right next to one, so I'm always in that mug, man.
Man, I love Whole Foods. Like
Whole
as far
Foods
as
is
the Whole Foods on Wa
Wow.
for
Is that how that's called? That's how that's pronounced.
I mean that's
I've
grew-
always called it wow because I only said it a few times.
Well, I grew
I know
up-
that's where them bats are.
Wow.
Yeah, Wabats. So yeah, the Whole Foods over there is that was the first Whole Foods I've ever been in.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
And it was amazing. I was like, wow, they have literally every aisle has its like nuts. Go down the nut aisle. Like what?
Yep.
You got a long ass aisle full of different nuts. That's crazy. And then they food like the hot plates. They let you sample it, and
Yeah.
I was in.
Man, I saw this video somebody had posted online. It was somebody who was taking the serving spoon and tasting the soups with the serving spoon.
Hell.
Was his arm like it was like way up
Yeah,
here?
because it's a serving spoon, so he had to lift it way up. I'm like, bruh,
What are you doing?
you grown.
Out of line.
So far out of line. Can't even see the line.
Real.
Horrible. Did I put the number out there? I
Yes, you did.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
601-641-9474 is the number to call. Yeah, I said it podcast episode 120.
120.
No, 121.
121.
121.
I caught it.
Yeah, you called it. What we drinking on, man?
Man, we're drinking on this Devil's River right here, man. Hold up. This show is being covered by Devil's River Bourbon Whiskey.
Devil's River. Bourbon whiskey. Devil's River. You're getting twisted. 9% proof. Small batch Texas bourbon. 1840 was it down. Devil's River. Bourbon whiskey.
You all right over there? That boy went in the strain.
Yeah, okay, that was good. We with that. Gotta go strong.
I had to go strong.
Sound like the devil got into you.
Yeah, that's what. You know what happened to me, man?
What happened?
Last night, I had to get up and go to work this morning.
Right, like most grown people.
On my off day.
Uh-oh.
Hell no.
But I couldn't go to sleep.
You couldn't go to sleep last night?
I couldn't go to sleep last night,
Shit,
bro.
I can.
So
Jay over here holding on to the couch.
Dog, I'm doing bad right now, man.
don't go to sleep on my story.
For
man.
y'all that's listening, whew,
Jay over here struggling.
I'm doing bad.
Thank you for making it, Jay.
Thank me for making it too. 'Cause, golly, I thank myself.
Right.
You know what though? I wasn't sleepy till I hit the couch.
Till you hit the BCG.
Then
Hey man, that couch is not that comfortable, man.
At all.
But when you've been running all day and then
You
you
just glad
finally
to sit down.
still, and your body like, all right, bro, come on.
It hit you.
Yeah, man, it hit me like a ton of
I
bricks.
know the feeling. But this guy over here on my left said he couldn't sleep last night.
What happened? Oh. my
He
bad.
took his horse down the Old Town Road.
Oh, Lord.
He rode till he couldn't ride no more.
Come on, man. So I was.
I can't believe you don't like that.
The reason why I couldn't sleep, man, is because I was watching YouTube. I was on my way to sleep.
Uh-oh.
But then you know how they got the videos that you be watching, then they got the up next videos underneath.
Yeah.
And I happened to see how do you say it? Choreography of Ella May's trip. I was like, shit, let me check it out. It was fire. I liked it. It was hot.
Cool.
I don't know who made it, but it was hot. So
And then
Ella Mae's hot.
Ella Mae's beautiful.
She is, man.
Very. How old is
She
she?
is. She's an adult.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
all I care
she
about.
fine. She fine.
She's an adult.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ella Mae.
Shout out to Ella Mae. And her album's pretty dope.
Yeah, it is. So I was watching the Ella Mae Trip choreography, and then it made me go back to the original reason, not the original reason, but like it made me check out more choreography videos. And I seen Tank, some girls dancing off Tank when we
yeah.
and I was like, oh my God. You remember that? You remember that one?
I don't know. I don't remember the choreography, but I remember there being one.
Yeah, and then we had like a bunch of zillion views. And I was like, oh my God. Damn. And after I seen that, it made me think about,
Big old
Yeah.
freak.
yeah,
Oh,
I wanted
okay.
to see,
Look at you looking at me like, I don't know. Shit.
I wanted to see who did the choreography for
Big old freak.
Big Old Freak. And
It wasn't as great as
yeah, it was kind of weak. I was like, what's going on?
Big old freak.
and you couldn't go to sleep. It kept you up.
Women dancing, yes.
Oh, okay.
Women dancing. Women dancing kept me up. That's the moral of the story.
That's understandable.
Women dancing kept me up. That's why strip clubs
Pop.
stay open so long, so late. They keep niggas up because they dancing.
Let's see what you did there.
Right. You see?
Badum ching.
But I made it to work, so it was all good. But I won't be doing it tonight. I won't be watching videos tonight.
No mas.
Damn, so ain't watching nothing
I'm
but
done.
my eyelids.
Yes. That's what I want to watch.
Lord, this weekend was hell. It wasn't hell, it was just long.
Why do y'all like the Lil... And I seen a choreography of Lil Nas. That's his name? Not Lil Nas?
Lil Nas X,
Lil Nas X, the video.
which is, that's got to be one of the worst rap names ever.
It is. No, it's not. It's not the worst.
I said one of the worst.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Lil Nas X. Why did it...
It's bad.
The reason I have a problem with it is because he's using Nas, but none of his music is any reflection of being a Nas fan. So it's like, where did that come
And
from?
then his name is not Nasir or nothing
It's
like
nothing
that.
like that. No.
Nah.
Oh.
So it's like you just came up with a name that you thought you could kind of piggyback off of somebody else's fame with.
Hey, Lil Nas. Nah.
Yeah, he gonna have to bust down that royalty check from that Old Town Road song with Nas.
So why do y'all like that song so much?
It's catchy and
It's
it's,
a
cool.
catchy song. It's cool. I like the melody to it.
It has a little humor to it.
Well, I'm gonna
So
take
so initially when I heard it, I
So
thought it's like,
nice.
oh man, they're just coming out with anything. Can they stop? Can we get back to some real music?
It's not gonna happen.
No.
It's not gonna happen.
And
Because that's the fun side of it. That's the equivalent to Because I Got High. And what's the other one I was trying to think of? I can't think of the other one. It was one that was in my mind before. Cause it's just like the dude is an artist. He makes music,
yeah,
and he heard this beat and had this idea for something that wasn't typical.
right.
And he was just having fun with it, but it took off.
It took off. Yeah, and
So
that's
it's like
how hits happen.
you can't knock him for it,
Right.
because if you're an artist who makes music, there's at some point where I would like to think at some point where you just had some fun with a song.
Speaking of thinking,
Where's he from?
where is he from?
I don't know.
Well, I know
Somebody got to look it up.
DJ not here to
There's
fact
no
check.
DJ here.
DJ the DJ.
So, having said that, in 2019, as a music artist or as a upcoming artist or whatever you want to call it, do you think they use that formula when I'm gonna tell you? Do you think they use that formula of you should think about what you put out?
Some people do, some people don't.
Okay.
The difference in this era is you don't really have anybody in control Because you don't start off, like, your first time being heard normally doesn't come through an A&R and a record label.
Right. In this
Like,
era,
you start coming up first, and then they start throwing deals at you.
Right.
So, I mean, for me,
I.e. SoundCloud, YouTube,
Yeah.
all these other outlets that's out here.
yeah, for me, when I hear something like that, like, the song came out good, so I'm not gonna knock it. There's other people that just make stupid ass songs.
I mean, because what's his name is on it? The country singer?
Yeah,
Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
and that cosign means that it's not a bad song.
Right.
You got a well-known and a well-respected artist to become a part of it.
It means it's not a bad song, and he's gonna cut one hell of an invoice for his part in that song, and he's still getting his 7%.
But it wasn't nominated, or it's not up for the country awards because it was like too hip-hop related or something like that.
They found out it was a little black kid who doesn't have country music in his background, and they didn't want to give him that shot.
But
I could see that coming a mile away, though.
But the kid that was the white kid that was singing in the middle of Walmart, when he got his deal, what was he singing? Was he singing
I
country?
don't know nothing about
I don't
that.
know nothing about that one, man.
It was a little white kid, probably last year, that was singing in Walmart. And his voice was, I don't know what he was singing, I forgot, but he ended up getting the deal, and I think he's like doing kind of like pop R&B or something like that. And
I couldn't call it.
that shit.
They ain't taking baths, Jay. Oh.
Just that.
Oh. And that shit was just
You ain't getting no more leverage out of that, dog.
like we in training, and you know we gotta stand up. I don't want to hear you snore on the mic.
You don't. You don't.
It's all good, man.
Let me see if I can accommodate. But what were you saying?
But I was just saying, well, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to throw race in there, but like, shit.
I think Rand.
Unfortunate. Oh, go ahead.
I think Rand. He made a good point with it's a fun song.
Okay. And we should just leave it there.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
understand.
he just made a fun song, and it's catchy, and it feels good. And,
Right.
You know, why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Maybe he'll get a shot on Nickelodeon. He'll have his own TV show. Maybe. It's the Yeah I Said It podcast, 601-641-9474. Hey, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I did it that way that time.
I feel like I'm about to drop the
Because I said that.
It feels natural like this.
Hey, man, for all our listeners, we are located in the great state of Texas. H-Town where it go down, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? On boys and girls, you know. And I missed a lot of the festivities that happened this weekend. One was Toby.
Oh, I thought you was going to
Shout out to Toby. Is it right?
That's the wrong side. There you go.
All right. Oh, there it is. All right, we in there.
Stand in front of the class. Spell equilibrium.
This feel natural, standing up.
Okay.
It feel natural like this.
You hear the difference in that mic, though?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I got to upgrade them extra ones.
I like it.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Yeah, this feels natural.
How do you say Toby's last name? Shout out to Toby
I
Southwest.
ain't even
Wait,
going
wait.
to try it.
Shout out to Toby, yo. He got the
Toby from the SWAT.
Hey, leave.
I don't know if he got a
Hey,
day from the mayor or a key. I'm not sure, but the mayor presented him with something.
I sure
Man.
can't wait to get my day.
Say,
Shoot.
man, the mayor is giving everybody
That's why I
days,
say I
man.
can't
He's
wait
just
to get
passing them
mine.
out.
Shoot.
Because I think I saw somebody else that I knew, if I'm not mistaken, say they got a day.
I can't wait to get mine, boy.
I'm serious, man. I think there was somebody that I
gonna
knew.
try to get you a day?
I want a day.
For what?
Man, I don't know. Shit, everybody else getting one. I want
Give
one.
me a day before he get out of office. Cause
See,
he ain't.
my problem with it is that the value of it is not there anymore.
Don't matter. I just got a date.
I got a day in Houston, Texas.
That's cool.
The fourth or the
God.
third largest city, depending on Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, I got a day.
How many people they can kill today?
I wasn't gonna say that.
But
That's not really funny, though.
Right. Shout out to Chicago.
It kind of
It's
is,
kinda
though.
funny, though.
But like, yeah,
It's kind of funny.
shout out.
But it's very tasteless.
Big shout out to Chicago, beautiful city.
Yeah, I do want to go one day.
Oh, it's a beautiful city.
I do want to go.
Just don't go to the south side.
I'm going to the south side.
Okay.
You gotta go.
Go to the south
You gotta
side.
go.
Go to the south side.
You gotta go.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city.
Like,
All jokes aside, Chicago's dope. I'm going next month, matter of fact.
if you go to Iowa, other than the sites, I want to go see my people. Where we at? I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I feel you.
For real.
Somewhere out there, huh?
Yep.
You gotta go. Also, they said the concert was great. Again, shout out to Toby.
Shout out to Toby.
Great. Like his lyricism is
Superior.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He does his damn thing for sure.
Big shout out to Toby.
Joe Budden podcast was at the House of Blues yesterday.
I knew nothing of this.
The reason
course, I
why,
was
because
on
the
the
tickets
road.
sold out so very quickly.
I wouldn't have been able to go anyway. I had to go on the road.
What do you think about the live podcasts like that, making a show out of it? What do you think about that?
I like
it's
it
dope.
when it's something to where you can actually get the crowd involved, like
Yeah.
the
Like
like the
85
95
South?
85 South.
85
That's
South.
where I was going. They have the perfect format to do something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Theirs is like, yes, I enjoy it when when you had a format to do it.
Right.
But
Definitely.
just to go and sit in the crowd and watch a bunch of people sit at a table and talk about
Well, you know what? It's a crowd for that. It's a fan base for podcasters now. So why not do it?
Yeah.
Why not have a live show?
Yeah. My thing is I find it hard to wrap my head around the fact that there's an audience for it.
Why?
Because I'm gonna pay to go see you do something that you do all the time that I just listen to,
Right.
and it's just talking because it's not a performance.
Right. But
Like when it's a concert, it's a performance. There's energy added there.
I see what you're saying.
I wonder whose idea it was for them to say, "We're gonna take this show on the road," and like you say, it's
And
not
who
a
started it?
it's not a performance. So it's just like, okay, so we supposed to just sit here and watch our talk?
who started it?
Like that ain't
I
live.
don't know.
But 85 South, they have the
No, they get the crowd into it.
yeah.
They go out in the crowd and rank on the crowd, and bring the crowd on stage. Like they have,
That's a show.
yeah, definitely.
The thing that I think that attracts fans and crowds for a live show is they respect the I guess the commentator, the podcaster's opinion, and they follow it like shit,
Yeah,
like the read. Brilliant Idiots, 85 South,
Brilliant Idiot still going.
they still going.
Okay,
Yeah. And it's a
This
So-
Devil's River.
so we need to just go ahead and jump in
hot
there.
in here.
We need to just
Yeah, it did warm up a little bit.
it did warm up.
Yes, sir.
So we just need to go ahead and do a live show.
Do we have a format to do that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
I
be
don't think
at
we had
this
the right
point. I wouldn't be
format, man.
comfortable. At this point, I wouldn't be comfortable because our show is kind of random and it's kind of built on us just talking to each other and not really like if people were to be involved. I think the show would be cool.
Well, I mean,
'Cause
that's what Joe Budden podcast is. Right?
I've never seen.
they
I've never
got
seen a live
call
show
and
like
response
that.
No,
portion
not-
of
See,
the
that's what
show?
I'm saying.
not the what you're talking about during the live show, but I'm talking about the part where it's just their show was just built up what we talk about, like
Yep.
hip hop and other social issues.
same thing I was saying though.
No, but you were saying it in a live format though. You was looking for that energy.
I thought that's what you were saying.
I was saying just like this in this setting.
No, so we just sitting around talking.
No. I'm shit. I don't.
Well,
No,
one of
I'm
us is
talking
saying
about how the show got started before it was on some live shit. They was just talking,
Right.
and then they just decided. But you said you
I don't
didn't feel
understand.
comfortable.
I don't understand it. So I would be.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be comfortable like just sitting. Because I would feel like we got to give them something.
Right. Definitely. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
And that's what I don't understand at this point. Like, what am I giving you?
Yeah.
Because if I'm not like walking around and interviewing and asking a silly question, or if I'm not doing that, what am I doing? Like, why? I don't understand it.
Well, I mean, some of the shows they do have Q&A,
Yeah.
and a lot of our listeners value our opinions when it comes to music.
Yeah.
And
I guess, man. I mean, I'm not completely opposed to it. I just
Right.
need to be able to get it.
yeah.
Because I wouldn't make a good show because I'd be sitting there analyzing the whole time.
Oh shit! You'll be analyzing?
Yeah, I tend to do that.
Damn it!
A little bit.
Damn it, man!
Just saying.
Yeah. It was just a thought. It'll happen though. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, I mean, if
We've been rolling this long, so it's bound to happen.
if
I already know.
it's on course, we'll get there.
It is bound to happen.
Yeah.
The question is, will all of us be there?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause I don't know what to say about this, man.
Yeah.
Will all of us be there?
Thing.
I don't understand. Like,
Somebody gonna be turning to Raz B.
what happened with Raz B, man?
Somebody
'Cause
gonna turn to Raz B.
I heard the clip. I don't know what's going on. They were here for the
For the Millennium Tour.
Millennial Tour.
Yeah, I ain't go check that out. No, just checking.
I'm not going to no B2K
I'm
concert.
not going to.
I ain't listened to B2K when they was out. Don't feel the need to do it then.
Uh-oh. Chair dancing champion.
Right. Hey, that's trying to tell you. They said he lost his glass. Did he lose his glass in Houston?
He's not with Dallas. He
Okay.
say some girls walked out with his glasses on. He made a big old fuss about it. Only to turn around and go buy a new pair.
He had to buy a new pair. What else was he gonna do? They was gone.
Nah, he said, whoever got my glasses, y'all bring them back now.
Right.
And they didn't.
Yeah, he got it. He went to Cali with him. He was like, I want my glasses back, cuz. Like, oh,
Wait a minute.
yeah, okay.
He want his glasses back.
I guess I don't know. I'm just saying. I guess once you get to a certain point of anger, you really can't get the glasses back then. Not like right away. Like if I'm the one who got your glasses and you showing all that aggression up there, I don't think I'm gonna be the dude to go up there and give you your glasses, knowing that you up there angry, you got your bodyguards with you, and
Scary.
I was just doing a practical joke. It ain't like a nigga just was gonna go up there and deal with just Raz B.
Right. Do you wear glasses on your show, like when you rapping on stage?
Me, no. Ain't no sun out. I don't
Right.
be up there trying to be
You
extra
show the
cool.
crowd respect.
It's not a respect thing, it's a comfort thing.
Oh.
Like some people wear glasses because it gives them a level of comfort. Like I heard
I do that.
I heard
I do that.
what's
Like-
my man, the old school rapper?
I wear shades
Big Daddy Kane?
on some performances because it's
Old school
more
rapper.
comfortable.
Ain't nobody seen Big Daddy Kane with no shades on.
Yes. Not Big Daddy Kane, I'm sorry. Kumo D.
Kumo D. Okay, I saw Kumo D give his explanation of the glasses.
Downtown.
Kumo D said he has
9th Street. Okay, I'm sorry.
he had stage fright.
100 years old, nigga got stage fright, huh?
Hey, man.
No, I'm talking about early on. Like now, he probably doesn't. Now it's probably just a part of what he does.
Yeah,
But-
like Flavor Flav and the Clock.
Makes
But
sense.
yeah, he had stage fright. So that was a layer of protection for him. It was like they didn't see his eyes.
Yep.
So
That's exactly
he
why I
felt
would do
more comfortable. He felt like he had a little bit of barrier between him and the people, and it allowed him to be more comfortable and perform.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I do it.
That's why you do it?
When the last time you performed?
Ooh, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
I've hosted some stuff though
Yeah.
recently,
When we performed,
but I didn't wear shades. I was cool.
We didn't wear shades
I
when we performed.
I'm not wearing shades
Yeah, I don't
at
wear shades.
nighttime in a dark room.
I want people to see me.
I don't want to trip and fall.
Makes sense. I already got bad eyes, so yeah.
Well,
Could you imagine that though,
Yes,
dog? Like you up there and you really can't see, and but you trying to be cool. So you up there like I've been on stage and a smoke machine blew a bunch of smoke on stage, and so I'm trying to get away from the smoke because it's messing with me. It's like what the. I gotta go to a different part of the stage because they think this shit is cool.
right.
I think we got a good
A good what?
vibe on stage.
Yeah. We changed the vibe. The last show we did,
Yeah.
we changed the vibe because everybody was going up there and doing a certain type of music.
Yep.
They were
Yeah,
doing
you're right.
a very basic and predictable performance.
Right.
And then we went up there with a much lighter sound, with a much heavier content. And it changed. It caught people's attention because it wasn't the same thing anymore. So now they were like, "Whoa,
What's this?
what's this?"
Mm-hmm.
Which I like the element of surprise, man.
Yeah.
I think that shit is always cool, which is why I do things the way I do them.
Definitely, man.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
mad.
like I'm loud on this thing.
I'm loud on this thing.
You loud on that thing.
Episode 121 of the Yeah I Said It podcast.
You feel me?
Give us a shout. 601-641-9474. Yeah I Said It pod at gmail.yam.
What?
I just wanted to say it like that.
Say something different.
I just wanted to say it like that. Shout out to Devil's River. Bourbon whiskey.
Y'all want to go to these voicemails?
Why not? Let's run it.
Let's go to the first smells.
Cause we had where did I put the
I got two phones.
Yeah, we missed last week. Oh well, before I do that, I'll tell you partially of what happened to me because I ain't get to tell my story.
You did, man.
So I got sick, right?
Uh-oh.
And I'm gonna go the long way with it too.
That's what she said? No?
Nah, she didn't. No.
That's what you said to her.
Yeah. No.
What?
I don't know. So I woke up one day and I'm trying to figure out how I ended up because this was an awkward day. But I had a little sore throat.
Right.
I had drunk some water, some real cold water. I had a water bottle at my mom's, and for whatever reason, her refrigerator was super cold. And when I drank the water, it immediately agitated my throat. Like immediately, I felt pain, sore throat pain. And I'd already felt a little something, but that really aggravated it. So I ended up the next day or two, just like it's getting worse and worse. I did some yard work. My homie Nate came through. We did some yard work.
Shout out to Nate.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
Nate.
to Nate Lee.
Nate Lee.
And so Friday comes around. We talking, Wednesday, Thursday, and I can't breathe. My sinuses are just messed up. I'm clogged up. I can't breathe. I realize I'm no good. I can't go to work. I can't do nothing. Early that next morning, like middle of the night, I get up. I fall asleep on the couch. I get up, and I'm coughing. I got phlegm and stuff all in my throat. I turn the wrong way, and the pain shoots in my back.
Oh, hell.
Damn it.
What?
Back goes out. I'm around here holding my body weight up on the couch with my arms. I can't stand up no more.
Right.
I end up coughing, and it gets worse.
Oh, wow.
Pain. I can't walk. I can't move. I shuffle back around. Cause I was going to go get in the bed. I shuffle back around to that couch. I'm there.
Yeah.
I can't. There's nothing. Ain't nothing else going on. I'm not going to the bed. So for the next 3 days, I can barely move.
Damn.
Damn.
I'm sick, little sinus congestion and all of that, and my back is done.
Out of there.
I wasn't going to the doctor. I couldn't go to the hospital because I couldn't go nowhere.
Right.
I couldn't climb up in the car. So I finally go on Tuesday, and they say, I ain't really have any pain in the muscles in my back. It was more internal. So I had to have some kind of medicine, and I got some painkillers which do nothing. But I know I'm gonna come around eventually. So I try not to stay in the same position too long. But I had a rough week, man.
That's what it was.
It was a whole week before I could move.
It happens. Yeah, and then when I seen you, you were still, getting rid of the remnants.
Yeah,
I say remnants.
I still am. I still am, but it's not affecting me so bad.
Right.
Like I'm still congested. I'm really not, cause I spent a whole lot of time trying to cough up that stuff, trying to get that stuff out of me. Cause I know that's what it is.
Yeah.
Drinking a bunch of water, flushing your system out, spitting if I gotta spit, blowing your nose all day. You gotta get all that mucus out.
There it is. And
So,
that's why.
Yeah, when y'all said, we was trying to see about doing the show that night, I was like, man, I can do it, but I can't comfortably do it.
Right.
And when we decided to postpone, I was relieved. I was like, man, shit.
He said I was relieved. He said he was relieved.
Because you want to keep the show going. You
Right,
want to
definitely.
keep
Okay.
people in the mix.
Right.
But I was relieved, really.
We still here, fans. Yeah, I said the podcast is going down in a major way.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? We finna get these emails jumping. It's going down in a major way. I gotta say it Kelly style. You know what I'm saying? In a major. Did I say it major?
You said major.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
All right. Yeah, we got 2 calls, so I'm
Think about that choreography. Sorry.
gonna cue up one time.
All right.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? It's the relationship expert, Cisco Grizzly.
Oh,
Hey,
set.
man, I know I don't call often. I listen a lot. But I'm a little show behind, man. Listen to Humvee and Ill talk about this doggone chicks with makeup on. And he said Cardi B was beautiful and all of this. Hey, man, I don't know about that Cardi B and Nicki Minaj thing. However, I do like a woman without makeup as well, bro. That told you the inner beauty, outer beauty, everything of
Definitely.
a woman. So, but Cardi B ain't it. But I just like to wake up to a woman with no makeup on and say, hell yeah, that's my old lady right there. Anyway, man, part 2 of the question is if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't know a lot about, the rappers that's not on the radio all the time. I know V. Montoya introduced me to a lot of that rap game back in the day when I first met him. Now, Pimp C is one of my favorites. How do y'all feel about Pimp C and his place in rap music culture, for Southern rap tunes? Anyway, man, I'm going to keep listening. I appreciate y'all. Out.
Cisco Grizzly, man. Appreciate the call, man.
Shout out to Grizzly.
That's my boy, man. He out in Florida.
Pimp C's place. You know what? Pimp C is he's a H-Town favorite.
Yeah.
Lone Star State favorite.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for a long time, and I was actually just rapping. It just popped in my head earlier today.
Oh, yeah?
This was one of 3 16s. 16 number 3.
It took me
Remember
so
that one?
long to realize what they was talking about. Like, I didn't know what he was talking about.
Right.
It took me a while.
Well, it took me longer then. If it took you a while, it took me longer.
Because one thing I knew when I started rapping, like, the first time a dude was putting some music out and asked me to do a feature with him. So, shout out to Blizzak, man. He go by Mansa Musa now. Incredible producer. Nice on the beats. He putting out some new music now, man. So y'all check him out if you get a chance. But he shot me the little beat. He played it for me. Wanted me to jump on this track.
Right.
So I wrote to it. Now I instinctively know from doing little freestyles and writing and making songs that there's a four count measure that you go by. But I didn't know that you went up to 16. 16 was basically standard. You know, it's not what you have to do, but it's basically standard.
Yeah, because nowadays, you see a lot more eight bar verses.
Yeah, but you see a lot of people who don't really structure music. Like, they just fall into the game and they never even thought about
Don't know how to count bars.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing in the first place. They just make it sound good.
Right.
But that's what I found out with 16's worth. But to the Pimp C thing, because I actually was playing some UGK earlier today.
Right.
And it's not a real complex response. I hate to give people the wrong impression, but pre-penitentiary Pimp C was the Pimp C that we were all proud of.
Right.
Man, wow.
Right.
I didn't think, yeah.
Because musically, that guy was creative and he was doing things that made people recognize Pimp C's greatness.
He was the creative force behind UGK.
Right.
Like, literally, he kind of did everything and made it to where all Bun had to do was come to the studio, drop a verse, and go on about his business.
Right.
Yep.
You know, Pimp, he was handling a lot of the production, even ideas for, songs and all of that.
And he was doing the hooks, he was singing.
Like, a lot of people don't know, they recorded at different times. Because Bun, he typically like to record during the day, whereas Pimp liked to record at night. So that's why I say it was set up to where when Bun showed up, all he had to do was do his verse and go.
Plug in the 16
And
verse.
if you listen to the music, you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There were basically Pimp C songs with Bun B on them.
Yep.
A lot of them.
Yeah. Definitely.
Even if you listen to like solo material from the two,
Right.
Yeah, you can see the difference.
You can see the difference. Yeah. So
If he was alive today, rest in peace, Pimp C, he would have a lot to say about what's coming out musically.
He would have a lot to say, but the problem I have with it, and I'm not trying to speak ill of the dead, it was an observation I made way before Pimp C passed away.
Right.
It turned into more of a show.
Post
Post-penitentiary.
Post-penitentiary. Okay.
It seemed to turn into a show. It seemed to turn into, he got all this attention on him, and you caught him at times when he might have been having fun with it, or he was in a certain mood, and it was turned up for the viewers or the listeners.
Right.
So he got to talk a real fly, not speaking on him being disrespectful, but just like the way he was speaking, everything had to be real fly and fancy.
Right.
And it's like, man, that's not what everybody pre-penitentiary love Pimp C for.
He was an artist.
Right.
Like, man.
And I think at some point he gave that up. I know he said in an interview, like when he was in jail, he wasn't writing rhymes. He wasn't doing none of that. He was trying to survive jail.
Right.
So he came out and became a whole new artist. So for those years that he was gone, he was just Chad.
He was just Chad. And Bun was going super hard.
Super hard.
Super hard.
Bun laid it out for him. To where when Pimp came out, people who weren't really fucking with UGK like that before were fucking with him on the strength of what Bun did.
Yeah, Bun had a whole Free Pimp C campaign.
Man.
This is when Bun was going crazy, getting on everybody.
Song.
Yeah, Bun took advantage of the fact that people were starting to look, people that didn't look for UGK before were looking for him then.
Yep.
Right.
After the Jay-Z cosign.
Right.
And Bun took full advantage of it, man. And he did the most stand-up thing you could do.
Yep.
Take care of the dude who took care of you.
Yep.
So his place, man, his place is cemented in hip-hop history.
But
at least in Texas.
Yeah. And man, I hate to sound like I'm throwing shade. That's not what I'm doing here. But after you die, that's what happens.
Yep. Yep. I mean, even look at Nipsey.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize all these people knew who Nipsey was.
Me too.
I don't know if I believe all of them did.
Was big fan. Well, that's kind of the point I'm making.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Even on the news, on the news when they were when we did the visual in Houston, they were interviewing people, and one of the guys was like, "Man, I didn't even know the guy, but
that was some.
like everybody around
I'm sorry.
my neighborhood just knew him," and I was just like, "Let me see." I was like, "What?"
It could just be me. I could just be totally off base, but that was the biggest. Oh, look at us. Look at us, Me Too type thing. I was like, man, check Houston.
That's how I
out,
felt
man.
about it, man.
Check Houston.
That's how you. That's how
Wasn't
you felt
nobody
about
talking about doing no visuals or nothing.
it? Shout out to Trader Truth for putting it together, man.
Yeah, but Dave East was the one who did it initially.
Yeah.
He did his initially, then now it just looked like, oh, well.
No, Dave East, his was that Friday. Ours was what, Tuesday? Monday?
Dave East did his first.
Oh.
He did his first. It just looked like, oh, well.
Man, this shit is turning sour, dog. But
I was close to him too. You know, basically like I was his bestie. No, I was his bestie type. That's
Right.
That's kind of what the shit kind of looked like.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you. No, well, I mean, I mean,
looking at
didn't-
it, like all the intentions could have been there. but-
Right.
That's what I was going off of. I was like, this guy touched everybody, not musically, but like how he came to their city, how he was doing the interviews, how he met with certain rappers, and he was repping for him.
Nick might have been that dude,
Right.
but it's just
It's just the way it looks.
it
On the outside.
it kind of looks like
Me too.
Well, and-
or like the young people say, clout chasing.
Even if
yeah.
even if it is a Me Too,
For
even,
some, not for like, but for the amount of support for these vigils and everything, the amount of stuff that I saw, it was like, bruh.
Right.
but why not? Why not celebrate him?
I'm saying you
Even
can
if you
celebrate
didn't
him,
know him.
but
That's not
when
a-
he
that's
was
not a-
alive,
I ain't know MLK.
when he was alive, I can't
Good
remember
point.
one
For
time
real.
I've ever heard Nipsey Hussle coming out somebody's speakers in their car. I can't.
Except mine.
Mine too.
But we like, we
But that's the type of stuff we do, though.
right,
Right.
But all of a sudden, you can't go down the street without hearing rap niggas, and it's the main shit. They let me know, like, man, y'all wasn't really
Y'all
listening.
really wasn't,
y'all
you know what I'm
listening to the late shit, like, man, come
Y'all
on,
wasn't
man.
listening to Keys in the City.
Y'all listening to the big songs, y'all, man.
And I don't like, because I saw somebody post on social media to like their thing was go stream all of his music because he owned everything and all of that's gonna go to his family. That's super cool.
Definitely.
That's super cool. I'm just like, man, I don't feel like you have to show people your support for somebody.
Yeah,
Right.
And unless
exactly,
unless
exactly.
it's meant to bring about something else, bring about some kind of awareness.
Well, again, we're in the
We're in
social
that-
media age, so
we're in
why
that
not?
age. We're in that time.
Even though I don't do it because I'm like old fashioned and I still don't know how to do that.
You're old.
Right, right. But you know what I'm saying? If I could, I would.
yeah,
I don't know. It just looked kind of like
it all the extra
All right,
stuff
nigga.
after so many people posting it. It's like when people became so passionate about it, that's when I started giving it the side eye.
yeah,
Because I've known people that I weren't close to that passed away, and I felt it because I knew the person, and once they're gone, it's like that's another person. That's like another step towards your own mortality. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody that you met once or twice, like say it was somebody who came to the show that we really didn't know well, but we sat here and we had one good conversation with them. It's like that's a connection that you would never be able to come back across and say, remember that time we did this, or what's up with you now? Like you lose that, and it's like, but that was sitting right here. Like I had a dude who was sitting right here who ended up getting shot and killed not too long ago, about a year ago.
damn.
And it's like, I've known this dude for a long time, but we didn't have a real personal connection. We chopped it up.
Right.
We spoke when we seen each other. We had a couple of mutual friends that were real close. So he would come with them, or I would see them when but we were cool. We talked outside of that, but he wasn't nobody that I would say, man, let me see what Jose doing. I'm gonna hit him up.
Right. Yeah.
But the fact that he's gone is like, damn, bruh.
Someone asked me a question last week. Who was bigger? Whose death had more impact, Nipsey's or Pac's?
I'm not sure I care to answer shit like that.
Me personally, I would say Tupac because, you know, Nipsey was influenced by him, and a lot of young people was influenced by Tupac.
There was a lot of people trying to copy Tupac.
Well, I said it the wrong way. A lot of young people like that's younger than us, like grew up riding in their moms and dads' cars, their cousins' cars, and Tupac was playing and like constantly. So
You really don't know my mom.
you feel me? Constantly. No, not your mom. I'm talking about like the moms
I
of
guess
us.
I'm messing with
You
you.
know
I'm
what
giving you
I'm
a
saying?
hard time.
Like they was jamming Pac. They was jamming big. They really wasn't. They wasn't jamming, man.
Yeah. But Tupac was so big that you had to hear him
Right.
at some point. It wasn't big like that, but he probably wasn't big like that because he chose to hold on to everything, to own everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
he made his mark.
yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to DL Hughley. I was seeing a little clip of the interview. He said Tupac talked about it, and Nipsey Hussle actually did it. So
Dope.
I think Tupac would have done it. I think that's
Yeah.
where he was leaning.
Definitely.
That's where he was
yeah,
headed.
he was going towards.
That's where he was headed. Definitely.
But he had that. I don't know. He had that fame.
I think a lot of what with Pac, from listening to interviews of people that were around him every day, like the Outlaws and people like that, I think a lot of his issues came about because he was so loyal, and he was loyal to the point. He was one of those people, like, and I quote, they said he was one of them people that was like, he was all in.
Right.
So either he was all
Yeah.
in or he was all out. When he was with you, he was with you.
Yeah.
So the incident that led to his murder had nothing to do with him at all. It was someone else in the camp. But Pac was like, well, you with me, so I'm riding with you.
Yeah.
You know, so
I understand that fully
yeah.
It is.
because I've been that guy.
Grizzly, Pimp C is here.
Full circle.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pimp C, man, he's done enough to where you better not have nothing bad to say about him without having something good to say about him also.
Right. Okay. I can dig it.
Especially in the state of Texas.
I can
Yeah.
dig it.
Like you can't just not like
It's your
Pimp C.
punchstone right there, boy.
But that's an issue. But that has to come with age, though. That has to come with somebody. Like if you don't know early Pimp C, and you say, "Man, I don't fuck with it," I couldn't knock you for it.
I mean, you can see, you can, I don't know. Well, you can tell Megan Thee Stallion shit. She loved it, nigga.
Yeah, she's
love
definitely
it. And you
influenced
can-
by him, yeah.
Very much
Definitely.
so. You
Definitely.
can hear it in her rhyme.
Seen the snow.
Man, I tried to explain to somebody earlier. There was a young dude who's a big fan of YoungBoy,
NBA.
NBA YoungBoy.
Oh, he got the youth.
Yeah.
Him and Quando Rondo, they
And-
got the youth right
I
now.
don't know who that is.
I heard the name. I
You're
don't
old.
I got to get on him.
But my thing was that
It's too late.
he was feeling like the dude, you know, raps a life that he's lived, so it makes him appeal to people more. So basically, like, because he's so real, you feel his music more,
Yep. That's
which made me equate him to Tupac. He was asking about who would be a better rapper. And I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get this point across to this dude because dude is young and stubborn. But just being able to be felt by your audience to that extent doesn't necessarily make you a better rapper. Because I always said Biggie was probably a better rapper than Tupac.
technically
Yeah,
a technical rapper.
technically. But he wasn't gonna ever beat Pac because of the passion that Tupac had, which was it transferred to his audience.
Not only that, I think Pac was probably the most prolific hip hop artist ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have enough to argue that.
Nah, you do, nigga.
I do, but I'm not.
right. You know what I'm saying?
This thing, boy, this show here, boy.
If DJ was here, he would have.
Yeah, this is where I need DJ's help.
Right, DJ would have. Shut up. No, what are you talking about?
It's all kind of like circumstantial though, like based on how you see it at the moment.
Right.
So you can't really disagree with Jay because it's way more reasons to believe him than to not to.
See, Jay, like 444.
I listened to some of that today too.
But Tupac,
I had a little jam session earlier.
Tupac's, he spread it out over all his albums. He didn't focus in on one subject matter on one album. You feel me? And that's what I felt like 444.
The subject matter was real basic for the majority of an album.
So would you say he sprinkled in some revolutionary shit?
Yes.
Tupac.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And enough of it.
Yeah.
Enough of it.
All right. I like
to make it stand out.
Just as long as you said enough of it.
Yeah.
It's not
Because I don't like sprinkle.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't think he sprinkled.
Yeah, I don't like sprinkle.
He did a
so
good
much.
more than
spread
sprinkled. Yeah.
Okay.
He put a little spread on
He
it.
put some spread on it. Okay. He put some sandwich spread on it.
But half the time, just so y'all know, y'all out there listening, half the time I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm just taking the opposite side.
Right.
Because I know I when I talk to some people, man, they don't get that.
Right.
And my thing is, it's always two sides to a coin. You got a lot of people say things without ever thinking.
Right.
So I just want people to think a little bit. You know, it's okay to have your own opinion.
Right. Of course.
But it still has to have some basis.
Before it slips on mine, NBA YoungBoy. He has that. I don't know. He needs to be loved. Like I don't know. Look. I don't know. I don't know no other way to say it. Like
Boy need a hug.
like
He
this.
need a hug.
Like this generation. Like they got so much shit on them. Like they partner
It's drug use, man.
just talked about him and shit. He think the world is all over because this nigga talking about him.
type of drug.
Like, what are you? Come on, man.
One thing I don't like about what I see a lot of from this younger generation, and I know it's just multiplying because of what they're listening to and what they're around, but it seems like they homeboys are their whole world.
Yes.
Everything is about me and my niggas. Everything.
I said the same thing, but
And
you
it-
said
and
it better.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
But it's like, come on, man. Like, none of this has a bigger meaning. Like, there's nothing bigger than you and your niggas being most impressing each other,
Right.
and holding each other down like that. I mean, I get it from a young person's standpoint. There is a point in your life where your friends and your peers' opinions mean more to you than anything else.
Yep.
Right.
But to the extent that you will base your lifetime decisions on what they think about it, I've never been that guy, dog.
I haven't been that guy either.
I was never the guy to even. I had a dude. I remember when I was probably in like the 7th grade. I remember I'm sitting there chopping up with a dude, real popular dude,
Right.
and he was asking me what I thought about something that had to do with him, like something he was wearing or something he was doing. Like, what you think about it? Like, nigga, why do you care what I think?
Right. Right.
But I was just sitting there talking with him, and the moment he said it, it struck me as odd because it sounds like insecurity. And I'm like, am I the only one that feels this way? I know I can't be the only one.
Wow.
Who hears some shit like that, and it's like, what?
That's
What do I think? It might have been like a tattoo or something. Whatever it was something that was personal to him that he wanted to know my opinion on it, like if it's cool or not.
right.
What the fuck?
And you notice that shit when you get older
Man, I know
towards
that
women.
shit.
But like I'm talking about for you, and what you were dealing with back then, I'm like, damn, how did you know what I'm saying?
Right
Because I would have been
away.
like, yeah, that shit tight, nigga, yeah. I wear that shit.
Yeah, I mean, whatever the answer was,
Right.
I gave it to him, but it stuck in my head is
Okay.
why you asked me that. Like if you coming over here, it's us doing a podcast, and you ask me about should I wear this shirt or not. That's not what he was asking, but it's
Right. It's
you know the scenario
Similar.
is similar. It's like, what? Why do you care what I think about the shirt you wear to the podcast? You feel me?
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
It's like nobody's gonna say nothing either way. You're not going to a fashion show. You're not going somewhere where the dress determines whether you're let in or not.
Right.
Why does that shit matter?
Well, I mean, that's when the setting. You got to set the scene, see where you guys are at.
I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm taking
I know.
the show out
We
different
just
places.
went everywhere.
Okay, I bought these shoes, these black feelers, all black.
Right.
I bought them because I needed some all black shoes.
Right.
These were the only ones I found that I was willing to pay for because I'm wearing them to work.
Makes sense.
I wasn't gonna buy no little cheapo shoes because I know you if you on your feet a lot, that's the last thing you need is some little cheapo shoes.
You feel me?
But these are basically it. They're just a higher level of cheapo shoes because they were on super sale. Like I ain't gonna tell you what I paid for them, but I couldn't fill up my gas tank with it. Anyway, so dude's like, look, you got the feelers with the strap on them. So?
Right.
Like, you should have got the low tops. Why the fuck does it matter if I got a high top or low top? It's the same shoe.
Well, you know what I'm saying. If you wear shorts, you want.
I'm not wearing shorts with them. But the thing is, for these people in these years of their life, in their teenage years of their life, that made a difference.
Right.
It's the same shoe, but I got a strap on the top of these. And I was telling them, this is the throwback of what we wore. Like, if I'm doing a throwback, I'm going to wear what we wore back then. So
Right.
this isn't out of fashion for me because it wasn't in fashion in the first place.
Right.
It wasn't a fashion decision. I was like, I like those. Those were the throwback joints. And I can wear them.
Yeah.
You saying those shoes would be cool if they were low top because that's what people are wearing. But because they're not the low top, they're the same exact shoe, but because they're not the low top, they're laughable. Like that's where your decision lies. But that's old me versus young them.
Right. Makes sense.
I could see you saying I like the low top more. The low tops are, man, I fuck with them low tops. I don't really like the strap. But to make it seem like I made the wrong choice, nigga, you tripping. GTFOH.
You silly. Next voicemail.
Next voicemail. Oh,
Let's do it.
yeah, I'm doing it.
Let's do it.
Let's get it. No? Nobody got
Yeah, what's up, fellas? This is E-Dub. Man, I got an idea, you know what I'm saying, that I was thinking for y'all guys. Like I know they got March Madness tournament, but I would like for y'all to do like a rap madness tournament, listing, you know, some of the greatest rappers. Let me know what y'all think about that.
E-Dub, shout out, man.
Shout out
What's
to
the
you,
word?
What up, boy?
That
We've been
I
talking
don't
about
mind
that for
doing
years,
it.
though,
Yeah,
right?
but shit, because
just never did it.
Because he said it, now we got to do it.
Now we gotta do it.
Definitely.
I'm with it, man.
Now the question would be, where do we start?
Have DJ set up the brackets and
He'd probably be the best one to do
hold
it.
on, like, all right, god damn it.
Between him and Jay, Black House Gang got to take care of
Right,
that one.
BCG, I gotta take care of that one. So where do we start? What do you mean? Come on.
Because when you're talking the brackets, you're talking about all the competitors and how they break down. The where do we start thing is there's so many people to choose from.
So first we gotta start with a limit.
Well,
Yeah.
there.
We gotta. I'm thinking like relatively.
Sweet 16.
Relative. No.
We can do by regions. So we can do.
We can do
We can
regions.
do West Coast. We can do down south. We can do Midwest, East Coast.
Okay.
That'll give us our 4 brackets to start with.
That's what I'm saying. That gives us the format. So
Relevant.
I'm with it.
Relevant. How do you say relevant? What are you saying?
What was the name of the record company? Relatively?
relativity.
Relativity.
Yeah.
No, that's not the same thing.
I know, but I just
He was just asking the name of the record company.
because you said
Yeah.
relative.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is where we start from. 'Cause like even doing reasons, how far back do we go? Like, how do we figure out who's relative to
We start in the 90s.
relevant? I keep trying to say relevant. Who's relevant to the actual?
We can at least start at
bottom line.
We can at least start in 1993 because Doggy Style dropped it. How about that?
When the Chronic dropped.
God damn it.
We gonna do Doggy Style. We gotta include the Chronic too.
What?
Chronic is Doggy Style's predecessor.
Okay. All
So
right.
we would
You
have
got
to.
it.
So
You
we
got
gonna start in the 90s.
So we gotta start in 1990.
And then we gonna do Chronic. Then we gotta say NWA.
it. See, that's what
now
I was going
now
with.
you skipping a few years.
See what I'm saying? But
Now
I'm
you
just
going to
saying.
89, 88.
The problem. This is where this is what I was talking about.
Right.
With how relevant it would be, because you can't have one without the other. You can't go Doggy Style and not go Chronic.
Well, you can go Chronic 2001. That's going to be in there.
Yeah, but you got to skip Doggy Style and everything before that if we're gonna go Chronic 2001.
Shit.
And honestly, most of what we're gonna talk about from that era is gonna be West Coast music.
Indeed.
So we're gonna miss a lot of East Coast music.
See, it came out in 90.
Because I was a big East Coast fan, so I could do the East Coast bracket by my damn self.
Well, I mean,
But we're gonna be talking favorites versus relevance.
Right.
Like we gonna be talking Black Moon. And who's gonna really be able to relate to how we feel about Don't Front? You know I got you open.
It's the original. Here's me in the original crooks.
Go down.
Y'all know nothing about that. I know y'all don't.
and what about
But that shit means a lot to us.
Right.
We don't know how big it actually was for everybody else.
We know in hip hop circles, Black Moon is a big deal.
Yeah,
But that's in those hip hop purist
that's what I'm
circles.
saying. Once if they start
That's
beating
not,
out people,
yeah, mainstream at all.
so we gonna work on that.
Yeah.
We gonna work on that, E-Dub.
DJ Ready Red? I'm put that in. I'm a dope
Man,
fiend.
we gotta stop. We gotta,
That's what I was trying to think of
we gotta relax.
when I said "Cause I Get High" when we was talking about Lil Nas X. That's the song I was trying
That's
to
the
think
song?
of. Yeah,
But that was a serious song.
it was, but it was a play on the song that made the song go. I was finna say go viral.
Man, you need some help.
So you telling me that that country hook.
But you can't help it. No, it doesn't. No, I'm not finna compare those. No, because that was a real like that shit. Like it relates. That shit relates to all of us.
The way they sung that hook, everybody knew the song because the way he sung that hook.
But everybody got a dope fiend in their family. I had one.
Not me.
Well, I did. Well, you know somebody.
I'm
Bruh,
lying
okay.
like a mud, boy. I'm lying.
How that relates to what I was saying with Lil Nas X is that the song caught fire because of the way he sung it. When you listen to I Am a Dope Fiend and then you listen to any of the other music that he made, how close is it?
It's different. It's different. It's different.
That's the point.
Okay.
He was having some fun with it. Like the idea popped in his head to do it this way for whatever reason. And it's not the norm. That's not what he does. But it fit. So it worked. And that's the song that caught fire for him. Same way Lil Nas X. Like he wasn't doing country songs, but he caught this beat, had this idea, and it fit and it worked.
Right.
Shout
It's like
out
he's not doing another song. He's not getting another hit like that.
No.
They say he already got a punk rock record that he wants to do.
I believe
next.
it. I believe it.
So now he's turning into a parody artist.
Right.
What's the dude name? Weird Al Yankovic?
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah.
You think?
Oh, okay.
But there it is, man. It's finna happen.
Yep.
We finna go ahead and make that happen, man. I'm with
Yeah,
it.
that's a dope idea. Actually, I think we should work on that. That's dope.
I want to say
Shout out to E-Dub.
they
That
did
was his
something
name.
like that in one of
E-Dub, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to him, man. That was a dope idea, man. We
Thank you,
appreciate you
E-Dub.
calling and giving us the idea and the feedback, man. We definitely gonna put some action to that.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm saying, I think they did something like that a while back with like Vibe magazine or something like that.
Yeah, but we gutter niggas, though.
Gutter.
We gotta do it our way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? We got to put ESG and Big Mo.
Man, that's what I'm talking about.
Mad.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Of course, one of those is going to be an easy win over the other.
Absolutely.
But you kind of have to have that.
Fat Pat is Gonzaga.
ESG is a rapper's rapper, though.
Yeah.
And he can perform.
And the crazy thing about that is that's something that I don't mind, but it doesn't mean something to most people.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Like most people would never say ESG over Lil Kiki.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
This is not going to turn into a Lil Kiki slander show.
Not at all, because it's 713.
No, because we're not taking nothing away from them.
Okay.
But
Okay. Carry on.
when we start talking about your freestyle ability,
But you right. You right. You right. I would, as much as I love Key, I'm not putting him over ESG.
You can't
not?
because you
As a rapper.
because you
As a
understand understand the technique that,
As a rapper,
that's there.
come on, man.
As a rapper, you gotta understand the technique.
What ESG can do, that's not normal. That's not anybody can. I can come down. I'ma break my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can do that. Literally.
And
But
a lot
what-
of those freestyles,
Yeah.
Kiki would fall off.
Right.
A lot. But he just keep going. And he had moments of shine. ESG didn't fall off like that.
ESG didn't even rap like that.
But don't nobody know ESG shit.
ESG called me the freestyle boa constrictor.
Okay.
Who comes up with shit like that?
But headed for 3, and you know it's gonna be
That's
coming down.
That was my shit
that
right
shit,
there.
That shit was all vibe.
That
though.
was my shit
It was
right
vibe.
there, man.
And that's what RIP DJ Screw, that's what it was, a vibe.
Yeah, it was all
Shit.
vibe. But now we talking about talent versus vibe again.
What ESG got,
okay.
and we're
I
not
got
saying Key don't got his Key don't got talent.
Key got
'Cause he
it. We not
talent.
knocking him.
He can rap. He can sing too.
But
you
could he out freestyle?
But
Lil
he
Flip?
cannot out freestyle ESG. Period.
Could Kiki out freestyle Lil Flip? That's what you saying?
Yeah.
I think he could.
No, not Flip. Not
You think he
Flipperachi.
could out freestyle?
Not
Flip?
Flipperachi.
Yeah, I think he could.
Flipperachi got
Nah,
9 minutes on Screw Tape,
bro.
baby. He got 9 minutes, right?
Say,
Or 19 minutes.
We not finna slander Kiki. Okay, that's enough.
No, we not slandering.
That's
him.
enough.
What we talking about is how somebody could be how the bracket can get fucked up.
Yeah.
That's basically what we talking
How the
about.
bracket could get fucked up. Hey, we need to get our viewers on board though.
I throw another one. Cause I'm gonna go West Coast real quick.
Real quick.
Go.
Real and quick.
Daz and Corrupt versus whoever in that era on the West
Duo?
Coast. No,
there's no
Daz
duo.
or Corrupt
Oh, okay.
versus whoever on the West Coast at that moment.
DJ Quick overall.
Now some are way more
On the
popular.
boards or rapping.
Well, you know what?
How you want to carry it?
Well, so you said Daz or Corrupt?
Yeah.
Okay, now
No, I'm not even gonna say Corrupt because Corrupt name comes up too much. But Daz.
DJ Quick.
Yeah. DJ
No,
Quick.
we when you say DJ Quick, that's cool.
That's more
But
producer-
when we
production,
talking
right?
about the amount
Raps
of
too.
Of course, yeah.
we talking about the amount of popular rappers that came up in the 90s, who outside of Quick, just when I'm talking about
Spice
these
One?
brackets, who is out rapping Daz?
Spice One, Sibo, E40.
I'm not giving you none of them.
Not 40 Water?
No.
Shit.
Me and Randy both said that Daz was underrated lyrically.
Now I'm not. Look, I say this. For me saying 40's not gonna out rap him, I'm saying that off of I'm saying that just off of my personal belief of how good Daz is versus what people know of him. What I'm saying with E40, if you were to say E40, I'm not gonna tell you no, you wrong and argue you down.
Because you can't. Because
I could not. I could not find a loophole to find a way to say 40's not that good of a rapper to where he couldn't be there.
Get off of your head like a neurologist. And boy say he pushing more weight than Natlis. Got a partner by the name of Tupacalypse.
So, well,
hey man, 40 was rapping on the cool. Dog.
Yeah.
40 was rapping, man.
Yeah. I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I couldn't
was
take it
rapping.
away. But for the way I feel about Daz, how good he was and how he wasn't acknowledged, I'm not just gonna give it to 40.
Right.
It's not gonna be that easy for me.
I don't know, man. Go back and revisit. What's the Tupac song with everybody on there? Meth, Corrupt, Redman.
Bring the Pain.
That's what it is.
I can't.
I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Bring the Pain.
It was Bring the Pain.
It was a Dog Pound song though, wasn't
it?
it?
Wasn't Bring the Pain.
It was Bring the Pain.
It wasn't. I came to bring. Not
No,
that.
that's Method Man.
No, Tupac has a I Came to Bring the Pain too on
Okay.
All Eyes
Hardcore
on
from
Me.
the brain. Let me inside the joint.
not that one.
brain. Yeah, this shit. But I'm saying that
Listen
was
to
even
Corrupt,
that
though,
even
that's
that
what
was
I'm saying.
that was a Dog Pound song.
But listen to Corrupt.
Hey, so
Yeah,
we
but
don't-
I put Corrupt out.
Real
purposely.
Oh, okay.
I left him out
Real
purposely
quick.
because he has the popularity to say, well, yeah, somebody who's not who doesn't even listen to Corrupt will say, yeah,
I'm gonna
because
tell
they
you,
heard him.
I got somebody. I got somebody from that era.
Go.
Lady of Rage. Lady of Rage was a better rapper than Daz.
Lady Rage can rap now better than most of these folks.
Lady of Rage was a better
You heard
rapper
that song
than Daz,
she
man.
had, like her and MC8 or somebody like that had not too long ago. I remember my brother spoke on it and I came across it. Rage is
Still rapping. Yeah.
but because she don't have the sex appeal and she don't use that, she's gonna fall to the wayside.
Yeah.
But she's spitting like dudes would spit,
Right.
and better than dudes
Better.
would spit.
Better.
And if you listen, I know you haven't heard it, but I know you have. The first song on Bloodline, I Say It.
Yep.
These dudes can't spit a harder verse than the Lady of Rage. It's on there. That's my cosign.
Yup.
Bloodline coming
He
soon.
did
like
that.
that. I like
he did
that.
that. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna
And
be
that
fun.
was
It's
why.
gonna be fun. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We probably have to catch a couple of fades, but it's gonna be fun.
He said we gotta catch a couple of fades. God dog.
It's
Hey,
gonna
I'm
be
with
fun,
it.
though.
I'm
It's
with it,
gonna be
man.
Fun.
But before we close, because we finna close out, because I know Jay trying to stand straight up and can't do it.
For everybody that's listening to the show, for the majority of this show, I've been standing up because I'm so damn sleepy.
Yeah,
But
he has.
one thing that we gotta do, we need to have a serious listen to a lot of the new guys out.
What you mean new? Define new.
The young boys.
Like Maxo Cream.
I like
No.
Maxo.
I'm not gonna say
Toby?
Maxo. I'm not gonna say neither one of them because those guys are obvious spitters who gonna outspit everybody else that I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about this wave.
I like Young Boy a lot.
I'm talking about this wave that includes the Baby, Young Boy,
Okay.
Gunna,
Quando Rondo,
which
Yellow-
I've
Yellow
heard
Beezy.
nothing from.
Okay.
Yellow Beezy, like all of these guys who
Trap
got
Boy Freddy.
a bunch of popularity. Black Boy JB,
Okay.
like all of this.
You say the baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that nigga do a song longer than 2 minutes.
He can rap on the cool though.
He can.
Yeah, he can
It took
rap.
me a second. The first time I spoke on it on this podcast, I was like, I don't see it. And then after a while, I was like, okay, never mind. I need to rescind that.
Now the potential is like not even the potential. Like he can really rap when he want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can rap.
But I think we should do at least a good segment dedicated to a new age rapper.
Sauce Walker, since he's a lot of these new age rappers' godfather.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't want to do Sauce Walker. Because if DJ is here,
Yeah.
it's gonna derail the whole conversation. He doesn't like Sauce Walker.
I'm doing a song
as a
with
rapper
Sauce Walker
at all.
I'm doing a song with Sauce Walker.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's my.
Shout out to Sauce.
He's a legend. I don't care what nobody.
I think the dude cold.
We're gonna get him on the show.
I'm not gonna say he's one of my favorites because he does his style doesn't cater to me.
Right.
But when I listened to that, what was the last one? That mixtape, The gospel, ghetto gospel.
Yeah.
That shit was hard.
Yeah. Like I say, when he really want to rap, when he zone in, he got bars.
Yeah, it was hard.
He got bars.
It may not be my regular rotation, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock.
But you not gonna knock him.
Nah.
Yeah.
Right. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh wait.
I'm ready for it.
On sauce.
Wow.
Drip. Splash.
Church tabernacle.
What else did I say?
I don't know, dog, but I'm just waiting for you to finish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to the legendary Sauce Walker.
All right, we gonna wrap up.
Yeah, that's it, man. Make sure you guys keep calling.
Oh,
Keep
man.
dropping those voicemails.
Oh, that was a great idea. Shout out to E-Dub again, man.
Yeah,
Shout
call
out to
back,
Cisco for calling in too, man. It's always
Hey,
good to hear from you,
Shit,
man.
Cisco took you long enough.
Yeah.
Hey, episode 121 of the Yeah I Said It podcast, 601-641-9474.
Nope.
Send those emails to Yeah I Said It pod@gmail.com.
You might have to start saying it.
because
as well.
because we want to get the viewers involved, especially with this bracket that we got, and this is gonna be
Please get
ongoing.
involved with this bracket because we
gonna be fun.
we some old niggas basically.
Right, this is gonna be
Y'all some old niggas.
an ongoing
Especially-
conversation. Yeah.
Wait till you hit 40. It's coming soon.
Right. Man,
I'm sitting up here for the drink.
Yeah, you gonna drink that glass full of air.
see? And I'm old. Hey, find me on Twitter and IG, GThangRec. That's GTHANGREC. Holla at you.
Young. Shay.
Where can they find me? You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, JYoung713. I do not do Facebook.
Why?
Because Facebook is for geriatric people.
But guess what? You doing this music, so you're going to have to get you a Facebook page.
I ain't getting ish. That's why I got a publicist. She can do that.
Ooh, fancy.
Fancy J.
That's what I'm talking about.
But man, yeah. You know, a lot of new music coming on the way. Bloodline Project, first and foremost. We got that. It's done. It's been done forever. You know, but you can't just drop music, man. You gotta, cross your T's and dot your I's, whatever all that means.
Definitely.
It's a lot, that goes into putting music out.
Can't be crossing your eyes.
Yeah, so
Dotting your T's.
exactly. So, Bloodline Project on the way. New single, Friends.
Doesn't come out right.
Featuring Boosie Badass and Zero the Crooked, not Zero.
Shout out to Zero.
Shout out to Zero. Big shout out to both of them. May 10th, we're going to drop the video, and it'll be available everywhere. The video, the song, be available everywhere. So, y'all check your boy out. Nah, that shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
And you can find me.
In St. Louis, rolling on the...
It's been a while since I got that response. You can find me on the IG as Ill Ran. I'm also on the Facebook as Ill Ran. And even sometimes I'm on Twitter.
Why?
Because I be Twittering.
Twitter-pated.
As Ill_Ran_is_bike.
I don't know what that was.
Say, man, he really didn't come.
He's not here.
Like, he really didn't show up.
Yeah. Well, you can't find DJ,
He
so
was up at like 6 something this morning.
he'll find
Guys,
you.
what are we doing?
I Said It podcast. Have something you want to say? Drop us a line at 601-641-9474.
Choreography.